YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We back up in this thing with another one. Hey, we woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, dog. Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers, all the comments, the likes, man. Hey, man, I'm just sending one blast message out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all the support. We're going to keep them dropping, man. We're going to keep them going, dog. I appreciate it, man. If I don't respond to your comment on YouTube, which is pretty common, it's a lot. It's been a lot lately over the past weekend. So just shoot me a DM on Instagram at gi.josh, and that Josh ends with 2 H's. Hit me up. I'll respond back to you. I'll respond back to everybody on there. I for sure will get back to you on there. But man, let's get into the video, man. Average only gets average. What do I mean by that? If you're an average person, you're only going to attract average people in your life. If there's nothing special about you, there will be nothing special about you in your life. If you don't do anything that's extraordinary or work towards something that's extraordinary, you won't receive anything that's extraordinary. If you're an average, ordinary guy who doesn't want to take care of his health, not in shape, you're going to get you a woman that's going to be average, ordinary, and she's not going to be in shape. When I know for a fact that despite the state that you're in right now, you want a beautiful, attractive woman on your side. And you can only get that as long as you appear and take care of your image, you in shape, look like you got your stuff together, and be an attractive, handsome young man, bro. It is what it is. It's common sense. So with that being said, what are you willing to sacrifice that you're doing now in order for you to get the results that you want to get in the future? Whatever it may be. You may be the third option on the team right now, but what are you willing to do to be the first option? Find out what the first and second option on that team is doing. They starting over me, or they better than me. They gonna get the ball before me. What are they doing that's better than me? What are they doing that makes them better? Figure that out and then do more. Because if you just do what they do, you'll just be right there with them at the side. But I'm assuming you want to be better. You want to be that number one option. You don't want to limit yourself. You got the full potential. I'm here to tell you, you got the full potential. You just got to be willing to put the work in, willing to go through the chain, willing to go through the pain of transformation. Understanding that it's very simple. It's very simple. If you are going up in competition with that person that's first string and you second string, and they catch 100 balls after practice every day, you need to be catching 150 balls after practice every day. It's point blank. It's simple. And your hands may be hurting. You may not have enough time to get home and chill out, rest on the bed, get on Netflix, go out with your girl. But how bad do you want to be successful? If all those other things that I just named are more important and you can't sacrifice it, then don't be mad or don't complain that you're not number one option. Yeah, that person may be talented. They may have been gifted from birth to be doing what they're doing. You're not. So what does that mean? You just gonna let that still be the status quo? Because it's one thing to have talent, but it's one thing to work hard. What are you doing to make up for the disadvantage you're at? You may be on the basketball team, you may be playing a position, and every person you go against, you're gonna be shorter than. So what you gonna do? Where else can you make up for it? Or don't sacrifice nothing, and then you end up still getting cooked every game. And then you wondering why you ain't getting no tick. You gotta sacrifice those things that aren't important or don't bring you closer to the goal. You may not be able to go home and chill by 7 p.m. You may have to wait and stay out till 8 p.m. just so you can put that extra hour of work in. It is what it is, bro. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. You'll cut something out. You'll sacrifice your old self. A story I was telling my younger brother when he just graduated college about 2 years ago. And he was trying to get this job, and me and my dad are telling him, it's like, hey man, if you're trying to work in corporate, if you're trying to be on that salary, you're trying to be within, you're trying to go join their program, join whatever they got going on over there, they got a certain rule. They got a certain restrictions. They got a certain way of how they want their people to be represented, or how they want their organization to be represented. I said, bro, you're gonna have to cut your hair. And instead of you buying them J's or buying you all them tennis shoes, bro, you gotta get you some loafers or some Oxfords or something. You gotta sacrifice that old self so you can be where you wanna be. Simple. You may have to sacrifice not looking cool. You may have to sacrifice fitting in. If you want to fit in with that crew that's doing X, Y, and Z, and they in the same position you are today, and that's all you want in life, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to achieve greater, if you want to get on salary, I said you want to have a reliable income. You actually want to be someplace where it's not an entry level. I said, bro, you got to be willing to do what it takes to fit in over there. And what you doing yourself right now, you got to sacrifice that to go be better. A lot of y'all dudes, man, y'all aren't willing to sacrifice. Y'all aren't willing to literally let go of your previous self to achieve something better, because you worried about what somebody think. You worried about, oh, I'm not trying to dress like this. I ain't trying to put no khakis and no polo on, bro. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to look like no sellout. Or I don't got to fit in with them. I ain't selling out. I said, all right then, bro. You just going to stay wherever they stay at. You're not going to get better. The environment you in will be your environment for the rest of your life. If you ain't traveling, seeing the world, guess what? You might as well get real comfortable, because right now you ain't gonna go see the world. Not unless you willing to sacrifice yourself to put in some extra work so you can get you some extra income, so you can go have a free life, not be so restricted to just your environment. And it all comes down to what you care about. Do you care about what somebody else's opinion of you, or do you care about what you think of you? Your opinion of you. Because if you on this video right now, you on this channel, it's because something is inside of you, or you have some sort of intrinsic thought of, I want to be better. You might have to drop your homeboy, bro. If he not trying to get better, bro, and all he do is, why you doing that? Or why you trying to talk like that? Or why you dressing like that? Or you ain't trying to pop out and do this, bro? What's good with you, man? What you been on? Bro, he may not be the one for, his time in your life may be ticking. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey man, I'm on this journey, bro. On the journey to get better. See, either you coming with me, bro, and you putting this work in with me, bro, I'ma just have to pull back. Bro, you won't go into the gym because your girl will tell you or ask you, why you going to the gym? Who you trying to look good for? Trying to manipulate you so you can stay the same right there with her, because she ain't trying to put the work in. She ain't trying to put no extra work in. And she know that if you put the extra work in, you gonna attract somebody that's better than her. Then she sees herself getting more insecure. That's why these women out here will tell you they like a dad bod, so they don't have to work and fix themselves. They like the dad bod because it don't challenge them. It don't put them in no sort of mode of, in order for me to keep my man, I got to continue to be a better version of myself, because they even understand that average attracts average. And if they average, they gonna want you to stay average right there with them. They know that if you become something greater than average, that eventually they gonna phase out of your life. I'm telling you, misery loves company. People will rather be miserable with somebody to be miserable with, where they can stay comfortable so they don't have to put no work in. Because they don't want to go through the pain of transformation. They think they ain't gonna go through no sort of pain. But their life, when it comes to the summary, when it comes down to where they reflect on their life, they're gonna have a pain then. They're gonna have that pain of regret. See, you understand that there's gonna be two types of pain that you can experience. There's gonna be two types of pain that you can experience in this life. See, either you go through the pain of transformation or you go through the pain of regret. But you gotta go through one. You at least right now, you at the age you at, whatever you 30, 40, 50, you still got the room for improvement. You still got the opportunity for improvement. And you don't need nothing that you don't have right now to improve. You gotta be willing to sacrifice your previous self. Sacrifice the things you've been doing. Sacrifice the people you've been hanging around with, because that's not the circle that is gonna make you better. There's another circle that's waiting for you, bro. That's gonna support you. That's gonna be on the same type of time you on. The same type of time. There's some dudes out here that's trying to get in shape. There's some dudes out here that want to be successful. And I'm talking about black dudes too, because that's who I'm talking to right now. That's mainly who I'm talking to, because that's our main hurdle, is we don't want to sacrifice who we are, sacrifice what we stand for, because we scared about looking corny. You scared about, these black women ain't gonna like me if I don't act hood enough. Or I need to throw all these chains on, or I need to dress like this, or I need to have, bro, you wearing the same thing everybody else is wearing. There's nothing special about you. You a commonality. Is that how you want your life to be lived? Common, average, ordinary? Because those people, I'm telling you, they're going to go through that pain of regret one day. And that's what you're setting yourself up for if you don't break away from that. Sacrifice yourself, dog. Sacrifice what you do, everything you stand about, and start standing for something greater. I'm tired of us worried about what we look like to this person, to that person, what we eating. Bro, you want to eat that chicken, rice, and broccoli so you can be in shape, bro? Cool, let them have the wings, the cheeseburgers and fries, bro, and let them keep looking the way they look, bro. But we understand that once you stay consistent with eating this way, you're going to look cold, and they're going to be I promise you, they're going to be asking you how you can help them. They're going to try to find out what you did to become that version, because deep down inside, they want to do it too. They want to improve too. But they scared about what other people would think. That's what's stopping them. That's what's stopping your homeboy. He cares too much about what other people think in order for him to improve. Or he just lazy as hell. Either or, you cannot afford to be any of those. It's not in your DNA, and it's not what God had destined for you. Each day you waste being that same previous version of yourself is one less day you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Let's put the work in for a year. Let's put the work in for 2 years. Let's sacrifice 5 years so that we can have freedom for the next 50 years. Or you want to stay the same for the next 50 years? And then for those last 50 years, you go through that pain of regret? It's up to you, dog. It is completely up to you, man. But that's all I got for y'all boys, man. Make sure you like and share the video. I'm gonna holler at y'all.